All right, I'm going to try the third exercise from the Chapter 7, Section D practice set. This one asked me to work out the truth table for this rather, not too complex, but relatively complex, more complex than what we've seen so far. Statement, it says, it's actually parentheses with a conditional outside of it, so it's going to be if P, if and only if not Q, then S. A little tricky to say, but that's what it says, right? If P, if and only if not Q, then S. So now I have three simple statements, P, Q, and S. That means I'm going to need 2 to the power of 3 or 8 rows. So I'll write down my simple statements, P, Q, S. And I hope I have enough rows down here, right? Because I'm going to need room for 8. So under the P, we'll have true, 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 false, 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 false. Again, the first half will be trues and the second half will be false. So since I have 8 total rows, I'll need 4 T's followed by 4 F's. And then sort of, in a way, cut that pattern in half. 2 T's followed by 2 F's. 2 T's followed by 2 F's. And once again, you don't need to do this for the interactive exercises. It's done for you. But I like to make sure you know how to do it. T, F, T, F, T, F, T, F. Okay, just had enough room. And I'm going to write my complex statement here. If P, if and only if not Q, then S. Okay, and then I draw the line to divide my left side and right side, but again, you don't need to worry about that. I'm going to go ahead and write down the values for P, Q, and S underneath them. Again, that's done for you in the interactive exercises, but it makes it easier for me to see everything. So T, 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 F, 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 F. Right. Then for Q, I have T, T, F, F, T, T, F, F. Under S, I have T, F, T, F, T, F, T, F. Okay. Now, question is, do I work within the parentheses first and work on these two operators, or do I work on this operator first? Right? And the rule is you work within the parentheses first. Right? I need to know the value of this antecedent before I can figure out the value of this conditional. So I need to figure out the truth values of what's in the parentheses first. So that leaves me with a choice in between doing this operator, the biconditional, triple bar, or this operator, the tilde. And again, if you have a choice between two operators and one of them is the tilde, that's the only kind of choice you're going to have, then you go with the tilde first. And again, tilde is simple. It's not Q, so I just write down the opposite of what you see for Q. So F, F, T, T, F, F, T, T. All right. Now, the triple bar here is connecting the P and the negated statement, not Q. So to figure out the truth values for the triple bar, I need to compare the truth values for P and the truth values for this tilde here, the negation. And remember, the rule for the biconditional is it'll come out true if the P and the tilde have the same truth value. So if both are T or if both are F, then the triple bar comes out true. So T and F here, so F, T and F, F, T and T, T, T and T, T, F and F, T, again, same truth value, so true. F and F, true. F and T, that is false, and F and T, that is false. It's maybe a little tricky at first to remember what that rule says, but it's once you get used to it, the pattern is simple enough. You just look to see if both of them have the same truth value. Do you see 2 T's or do you see 2 F's? If so, put down true. If not, put down false. And now I move to my main operator. Right? It is a conditional horseshoe here, and remember this, the value under the triple bar, the last one you fill out, is the value for this whole statement here in parentheses. And the other side here, that's the antecedent. The other side, the consequent, is the S. So I need to look at the truth values under the triple bar, and I need to look at the truth values under S. And remember the rule for the horseshoe. If the antecedent is false, it is true. So here the antecedent is false. So true, false, true. Where else do I see a false? Down at the bottom here. False gives me true, false gives me true. Right? And then the other rule is whenever this is true, so all the other rows, whenever this is true, then the horseshoe will be true so long as S is as well. So on the other rows, I really just need to, since this is true there, I just need to check this right here under the S. If I see true, then true. If I see false, then false. True, false. Okay? So that is my main operator. It's the last one I fill out. I'm going to circle it to note that just for my purposes, but again, in the exercises, you'll just check off. You just click on the horseshoe there to mark it as the main operator. And that is the entire truth table. Pretty long one, but hopefully not too challenging once you get the hang of it.